We're going to begin with the government shutdown. Day 17 now, 800,000 federal workers and their paychecks in the balance. Other workers will not get back pay. And tonight, a growing number of TSA workers now calling in sick. And tonight, the Pilots Association now saying the shutdown is threatening safety in the air. Late today, the president revealing he now wants to deliver a primetime address from the Oval Office tomorrow night, calling it a national security crisis. But tonight, a key member of his team is asked about the number they've been putting out. They've been saying nearly 4,000 known or suspected terrorists come into our country illegally. You'll see the fact check as it played out on Fox News. Our chief White House correspondent, Jonathan Karl, leading us off tonight.
Tonight, President Trump is planning an all-out PR blitz to make the case for his border wall. A primetime Oval Office address tomorrow, and on Thursday, a trip to the Mexican border. The White House insists the president has already made a big concession.
The barrier or the wall can be of steel instead of concrete. If that helps people, it may be better.
But Democrats say they don't care what it's made of. It's not happening.
The fact is, a wall is an immorality. It's not who we are as a nation.
The president repeatedly promised Mexico would pay for the wall. Now he's demanding $5.7 billion in taxpayer money. Meanwhile, some 800,000 federal workers are not being paid. Ashaki Robinson is one of them.
Ultimately, at the end of the day, there's not a lot that I can do. I'm locked out of my job. I want to go to work. I want to do my job, and I'm being prevented from doing that.
With TSA workers set to miss a paycheck on Friday, the agency is preparing for workers to call in sick. There has already been a slight increase. TSA says, though, it has had no impact on security. But tonight, in a letter to the president, the nation's largest pilots union says the shutdown is adversely affecting the safety, security, and efficiency of our national airspace system. President Trump says he can relate to furloughed workers struggling to pay bills without pay.
I can relate, and I'm sure that the people that are on the receiving end will make adjustment.
The White House says they are trying to mitigate the impact, announcing today that unlike past shutdowns, IRS workers will be ordered to process tax refunds. And the Department of Housing and Urban Development sent a letter to more than 1,000 landlords urging them not to evict tenants. The president says the pain is worth it, arguing there is a national security crisis at the southern border. But the White House has come under fire for exaggerating the threat.
We know that roughly nearly 4,000 known or suspected terrorists come into our country illegally. And we know that our most vulnerable point of entry is at our southern border.
I know this statistic. I didn't know if you were going to use it, but I studied up on this. Do you know where those 4,000 people come, or where they're captured? Airports.
Not always, but certainly a large number.
The State Department says there hasn't been any terrorists that they found coming across the southern border from Mexico.
It's by air, it's by land, and it's by sea. It's all of the above.
Very contentious moment playing out on Sunday morning. John Karl with us live tonight from the White House. And John, as you just reported there, the Airline Pilots Association now sending that urgent letter to the White House, to the president, warning, as you say, that the shutdown is, quote, adversely affecting the safety of our national airspace. But they went even further, John.
The pilots union is saying that it is affecting the entire airspace system. David, they say, for example, there are fewer safety inspectors on the job, and they are warning about the impact on the so-called essential employees that are required to go to work without pay. They're warning about the personal and financial stress on those employees. David.
Right, John Karl leading us off on a Monday night. John, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.